Hey guys, welcome back. It is the 2011 season opener of the blog. And did you miss me? Because I missed you. I know I've been gone for a while now. I left you in the middle of last season. And it's not because, we just stunk up the joint last year. Okay, well, partly that is part of the reason. But the other reason is the greatest new joy in my life who wants to make his entrance before I'm ready for him. So everybody, please meet the newest member to Redskin Nation, Mr. Aiden James. He is the one that has been keeping me busy and keeping me going for the past 9.5 months. I know, he's a big guy. He'll periodically make cameo appearances during the blog. Okay, we got a lot to get to, so kid, hit the road. Kick rocks. Thanks. Say bye. Bye, people. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to try not to keep you too long, but we've been gone for so long. There's just so much to talk about. Okay, let's get started. A lot of turnover on the roster this past season. Out of 53 guys from last year, only 27 remain, which in football, that's a huge turnaround. Guys I was sad to see go, like Casey Robach, Philip Daniels. I mean, he's coming in there ready to go to work, and he's like, comes to his log and he's got his pink slip. It's like, what? And Vonnie Holiday gone, right? What a kick in the crotch for this dude. I mean, he works all season long, off season long, as a player rep for the Redskins and goes through all of the meetings and voting, all of this stuff, right? Informing his teammates to come into work one day after they got everything ratified and recertified. He's gone. He sees a plane ticket to Arizona. Jeez. Thanks for your help, but peace out, dude. Anyway, sad to see him go, but it's certain things we had to do. Also gone, Donovan McNabb. He's in Minnesota. Wish him so well. Clinton Portis is gone. That's going to be so weird not looking at the backfield and not seeing CP back there, but he's out. You knew that wasn't going to be long because him and Shanahan didn't get along in Denver, so why would they get along now? The one gone that most people in this town and any Redskins fan are happy to see gone is Albert Hainsworth. And I must admit, I'm glad to see him go too because he was a distraction. He is now Bill Belichick's problem child. I wish this was a live webcast thing, because I would shoot out to the first person that can tell me who makes me the happiest that they're gone right now. How many people would know who I'm going to say? Stephanie Todd, I already know who. You would be the first person by far. And his name has not been said on this blog in like 2 years because it was like forbidden. But I can say it now because he ain't here. He's not our problem child anymore. Why would he call him a problem child? Because Al was the problem child. He was just the man on the roster with just no purpose. And that's just the way I feel. I say all that to say, Carlos Rogers, 2 fingers like a player, dude, you're out. Which is so ironic because his number is number 22, so this kind of works in more ways than one. Okay, anyway, out with the old, in with the new. Let's talk about now. Trent Williams is back, and he's healthy on the offensive line, as well as Jamal Brown, who many people didn't even know we had last season, but he was hurt. He's back. We got Chris Chester alongside Sean Locklear as new additions. So our offensive line has been looking pretty good in the preseason. In the run game, Ryan Terrain last year had a breakout season, but he runs so hard that he's like injury prone. So he came in this year, hurt the hand, got screws in it, didn't really play, and that's when we did the trade for Tim Hightower. And Hightower wasn't really impressed with him last year, but he came in this preseason and has been beasting out. So I'm really, really excited because he's kind of a hometown guy, so maybe that just kind of re-energized him. Number 2 of the depth chart right now, Roy Halou, which, Ryan Terrain will probably take that over once he gets a little bit more healthy. But wide receiver spot, we really added some depth and some young guys. I mean, at one point we had 14 guys on the team. But of course, Moss and Armstrong are back from last season. But we got guys like Gaffney and Dante Stallworth, and young guys like Niles Paul and Leonard Hankerson. So as long as we can develop, these young guys, because we have some old guys that are, rotating the door, we should be in good shape. But the whole thing is we can have all the wide receivers in the world, but if we don't have anybody throwing them the ball, it doesn't make a difference. Now, does it? We'll get there in a minute. Let's jump sides to the opposite side of the ball. We got guys from up north like Barry Coldfield, who played left tackle in New York but is playing nose tackle now. Wasn't all that crazy about it, but at the same time said, you know what, I'll do whatever is asked of me. And he wants to get London Fletcher like 200 plus tackles this year. Now that's the kind of guy you want on your team. So already I love Barry Coldfield, okay? We got an ex-Cowboy in Stephen Bowen, which is so funny because when he came here, he said all the players gave him like an exorcism. But of course, we have our staples like Brian Aragpo and the aforementioned my favorite player, London Fletcher. They're holding down the defense. So we look pretty good. Okay, now that everybody's been talking about QB situation, all right, let's just get into it. Like, neither one of these guys should really be starting in the NFL. Let's just say that now. Neither one of these guys should really be starting in the NFL. We went into this season, John Beck in the offseason talked a lot of game, how, he was happy that Donovan McNabb went through what he did so he could get his chance. All of a sudden, he's like the great white hope. He's going to save us all, and I could go on for days with the cliches. But I'm like, okay, this dude annoys me already. So I really wanted Rex to come in here, show everybody up, and shut everybody up. But he came in looking like Humpty Dumpty. Like, if you tip the dude over, he's going to crap. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Rex comes out there, plays really good against the Colts, might I add. No, it wasn't. You don't put stock in preseason because on the Colts, they only play like 2 series. But at the same time, he looked pretty good. John Beck came back the next week, and his plus minus on the field might have been a little bit better, but at the same time, you have to look at the runs. John Beck got great field position every time he got on the field. But Shanahan did the smart thing. He picked Rex to be the starting quarterback, but this does not mean it's going to last through the season. It's not. As soon as Rex messes up a little bit, he's going to say, see, I told you. He's going to put John Beck in there, and then will ensue our quest for Andrew Luck, because you know what? It's not going to work out. So this year, man, I see 6-10, maybe 7-9. I don't see a winning season, but at the same time, you know what? If finally we're willing to rebuild, I'm okay with that. Got the Giants the first week of the season, but at the same time, their secondary is hurting right now. So if Rex can get the ball downfield to Moss or Gaffney or Stallworth or somebody, we might be looking okay. And we're at home. So we'll see what we get. And it's September 11th, so nothing but, USA pride across the board and just love out to everyone. So I hope you guys stay with me. A big shout out to, like I said earlier, Stephanie Todd, Tony Brown, Daryl Johnson, James Frayer, all you guys that have been asking about the blog and have been supporters of me since day one. I am just like so thankful for you, because at least I know 4 people are watching the blog. So thank you so much. Send me messages about what you guys would like to hear on the blog, or even after Sunday's game against the Giants, your thoughts of how we look on the first game of the season. I would love to use them on the blog. Until next week, Redskin Nation, out.